What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of Synced Up Impressions, the bonus show we do on YouTube where we give our impressions on the latest and greatest in the gaming world. Today we're going to be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. Specifically, Mike is going to be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. He's already played how many hours?
Probably like 3 now.
3 hours?
In the completion, you know how it gives you percent? I'm 26% done.
26% done with the story. We're not going to be doing any story missions today. We're still probably going to be spoiling some stuff, though, if you don't want to see any of that. But this is Mike's early impressions of the game. But before we get into the show, you should follow us on Twitter at synceduppod to keep up to date with all of our news, gaming-related stuff. We got a new show that we're going to be doing. We have no timeline on that. We really need to get on that. You know, we always talk about it and we never do it. We got some of the assets going for that. But let's get right into the show. Let's just dive into this Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's really
Miles Morales.
What I really care about. So, I think the first question I would like to ask you is what you played. Did you play the Spider-Man PS4?
Yes, I didn't play the whole story, but I went around.
Did you play a good chunk?
I did play a decent amount.
So what are the, if any, what are the most notable differences that you would say between this game and Spider-Man PS4 from 2018?
Obviously, without pointing out all the differences that are more so from like the controller and the PS5 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously like graphics, speed, load times, all that stuff are better. I will say things that I enjoy more in this one: the soundtrack,
of course, hip hop.
It's just better.
You gotta love that hip hop soundtrack.
I love the suits. I love Miles. I love Miles' family. Like I think there's just a more enjoyable.
I agree there.
Background for this.
Going into this game, that was one of the things before we really had a lot of info. Was I was hoping that they dove into the hip hop side of things and really kind of embrace that. Do you think they've done that?
I don't think they do it like as hard as
Spider-Verse?
One might want. Yeah, in the Spider-Verse. But they do. They definitely do it. Like the first time you gain control of Miles to like kind of explore the city, it kicks off a hip hop soundtrack and you just start swinging. The culture is there too, which is also enjoyable.
Yeah, that's nice.
But some things besides that are different. The way you play as Miles is kind of different because you have the whole Venom Strike.
Venom Strike and invisibility.
I just unlocked the invisibility. I haven't gotten to use it yet, but the Venom Strike stuff is really cool.
Real nice.
Like I'll open up the tree here. Warner, there might be spoilers in here for like gadgets and skills and stuff. But you have this whole line here that's just Venom skills. I just locked this camouflage one. Haven't really messed with this yet, but like it just makes combat way more interesting in my opinion.
Yes. Being able to
we can try and get into a fight real quick.
Yeah, can't you? I heard that they made the crime system easier in this game because you can pick up your phone.
So here's the thing. You got the map obviously, which has a lot of your collectible stuff. You can catch the subway here, time capsule. That's just a collectible thing, and then combat challenges, of course. All that stuff's on here. There is the phone, which I'm kind of 50-50 on. I don't like that these aren't just on my map.
Yeah, but there's also the argument to be made that it sucked for them to be on the map when you're playing. If you're trying to platinum PS4 Spider-Man, because you just had to like swing around and wait for a crime to pop up.
Exactly,
and, so
nice. That's why I'm 50-50 on it. Like it's a great feature, but it does like I have to remember to go in here and check this thing.
It, yeah.
So let's get this one. Let's go find this, just so we can kind of see the combat here. And I'm probably gonna be garbage.
Yeah. Talking and fighting.
Because I've been playing
Valhalla.
All systems.
Yeah.
I will have played all systems today. The Switch, the Xbox, and the PlayStation. But there are a lot of things. There's obviously something near us, but that's something else. So let's see here.
All right, here we go. I want to see you go off, bro.
See, like that's not something you would ever do in the original one. And so it just changes the way you have to think about things.
So it adds some nice spice.
Yeah, and you got different types of punches. You build up that meter. It's the same meter you use for your health.
Yep. We still have the same similar suit abilities and stuff here in this game.
Yeah. I think there's less. Like, let me see here. These are all the ones I have now. I feel like there was more in the original. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But like you could shoot these out, and they're pretty cool.
Do you find yourself? Because I remember finding myself not really using these very much in Spider-Man.
I don't.
PS4. So do you find yourself using them a lot?
I personally do not use them that often. And I feel like it would make the combat better if I just did. But there's just so many tools that I like forget to use them. Yeah, like obviously web shooters. I like using these drones because they just help, fight off and distract people. I've used this maybe like once.
What is it?
Let's see here. It's just like a gravity thing.
Okay. All right.
Of course, you got the healing.
Mm-hmm. Damn, this is nice. Yeah, it seems very, of course, very similar to Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Which is to be expected.
The biggest variety is definitely in the
Venom abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's to be expected.
I got pounded.
Wow, you died.
Yeah.
Because the game got pumped out very quickly, so it's to be
Yeah,
expected.
I think it's
similar.
At the very bottom line, it's as good or better when it comes to the combat. Simply because you got the Venom Strike to make things more interesting.
Yeah.
I will say I'm playing on amazing difficulty, which
is that the harder one?
There's 4 difficulties, I think, and this is like number 3 on the hardest. I think Spectacular is probably at the top. I can't remember. I do feel like the enemies are a bit too spongy.
Like you just punch it for too long?
Yeah, I would. So I'm considering like going back and putting it on an easier difficulty, not because like I find myself dying too often. It's just I feel like it's tedious.
Feel better? Yeah, you don't feel. You feel like fights are lasting entirely too long.
Exactly.
On a different note, though, how are you feeling about the story so far? I don't know how many story missions you've done.
I've done not that much story. Are we good to talk about?
I mean,
the original Spider-Man story spoilers.
Yeah, I feel like if anyone's here watching this video, they're fine with.
So you know, in the original game, Miles' dad passes away.
Yeah.
And you're just with mom. You're in Harlem now, and so you're adjusting to that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's you, mom, your friend, and it's pretty interesting.
Are you seeing any?
Let's not
Peter
go to the story.
Are you seeing any Peter?
So you get a decent amount of Peter interaction in the very beginning, but I don't think it's a very big spoiler because it's just how they start the game.
Yeah.
The whole premise is Peter's gone to Europe.
Okay.
And so
they kind of did that already with what's his name? The Green Goblin's kid or whatever.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Harry or
Harry. Yeah, Harry.
Yeah.
They
but
kind of did that.
He's gone away, so you're kind of left to protect New York.
Yeah.
And there's still like Peter calling you to check in on you. All these the combat challenges are all things Peter left for you to complete so you could practice. And the first mission you do is with Peter.
Yeah.
But after that, you're kind of by yourself here.
I will say that it does seem like, because I don't know if you've unlocked these skills or what, it does seem like you have some of the skills from Spider-Man PS4 unlocked already. For example, like the tricks were a skill that you had to buy a skill point to unlock.
Yeah,
the thing where you shoot your webs out and you hit the edge and you kind of do like a burst of speed. That was one, like this right here. That was one you had to unlock. I believe also running up walls.
I didn't know I could do that.
What was that?
I think I used my Venom meter. Okay, so it looks like I can build it up from doing tricks. So we're learning mechanics right now.
Hold up, let's see do it again.
How did I do it?
You did something.
Oh, I did it like that.
Huh.
So we'll try and build it up again. Pretty cool. But like it's all things like that. They didn't make you have to spend your skill points on any web slinging stuff.
Yeah.
It's just all been automatically accrued.
Nice. Was that so go back into the menu real quick.
Yeah.
What all do we have in here? Because I've noticed this thing is a lot fatter than it was before. So you have the map.
There's really not that many things.
Same map, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty identical.
If you get rid of this subway station here, which is just fast travel points, it's just
not very.
These underground caches, which I've done like 10 of. These time capsules, which I just
equivalent
unlocked.
Of the backpack.
Yeah. And then these underground caches, by the way, super quick. You just collect them and leave.
Dip out, yeah.
I assume the time capsules are probably similar.
Yeah, so you have your...
And then these combat challenges are really easy too.
Okay, so...
And that's pretty much it.
Are those things on the right of the menu there, like the benchmarks, the characters, is that like a codex thing there, if you hit R1?
Oh, yeah. We're looking at this stuff.
Yeah, is this like
this looks like... This is the challenge system. You get XP from it.
Did they have this in...
I really don't remember. But you just get this stuff over time.
For some reason, I just don't remember there being so many things at the top there, like social feed characters and stuff. I don't remember.
All these characters are
all of this,
as it seems.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go over these. Might be too spoiler for some people.
Feed
collection this is more codex stuff, just
of course.
Social feed.
Oh, this is cool.
This is really cool too.
Yeah,
you can control who you listen to. You can listen to JJJ or Dankcast or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Here's the missions we got going on. The skill tree, which I said is really simple. Yeah. It's just
doesn't seem
regular combat skills, Venom skills, and then camouflage, which I'm not gonna get into. I don't even know how to use it.
You haven't done it yet.
And then these ones you get from doing those challenge missions.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your gadgets. It looks like it's just the 4, but you can upgrade each one.
Of course.
And then of course suits.
Oh, you got multiple suit. Oh, visor mods. What are those?
So okay, I couldn't remember if this was in the original game. I thought they were.
Before, the original game had a suit and a suit mod,
and it just came with it.
You just had one, and you could change the suit mod to any suit, which was nice. But they didn't have these mod, like you have 2 suit mods and obviously
two visor mods as well,
which was not an option before.
Let's talk about the Into the Spider-Verse ones, because those are like the least spoiler, I guess.
Put this on.
Yeah, this just turns the world and makes the combat and sound effects as they would be in a comic book.
Yeah.
And then like you have more practical stuff, which I have on right now, but this will give us that stutter thing.
Mm-hmm. The frames.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And this persists through combat.
I imagine this is difficult to play.
You can tell why I have it off.
Yeah.
Because like it's very cool.
It's cool to look at, and I imagine for someone, you turn the HUD off, you jump off a building, and you make yourself a little cut together thing,
exactly,
as like a cool little video clip, and that's cool. But I feel like actually playing with this practically is kind of hard and difficult, and I imagine it makes the story moments a little.
I was gonna try and show you the combat too. Let's hop over here real quick.
Yeah, I imagine it makes the story elements a little hard to follow as well.
So I've had it turned off. Let's So when you punch people, it'll. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like you get bam and pop effects.
Oh yeah, and you're.
Let's not die.
Oh yeah, watching him move at 12 frames.
So I can't do it. I don't have the ability.
Yeah, it kind of hurts your head a little bit.
So.
Kind of hurts your head a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's super cool that they included it though.
For sure. I like it as a feature. Really cool.
Like it's very nice that it's in here.
And then you have other stuff like decreases range damage. And each time you get a new suit, you can unlock new ones.
New stuff. Yeah.
You need a bunch of these activity tokens though to like get everything.
Man, some of these suits.
And then
so nice.
Obviously we can't see all the suits right now, but it comes with the Into the Spider-Verse one, which is dope.
Mm-hmm.
You start with this one as well, which I guess was, I don't know if it's a pre-order thing or a day one. I don't know what it is, but we got those 2 suits to start off with. And I think what I'm most excited for is to unlock some of these other suits because they look cool. Like Uptown Pride looks cool.
Bodega Cat.
Yeah. A lot of these look dope.
I wish you had that one.
Can I just dip?
Yeah, you can go ahead and dip out of here.
Because I don't feel like fighting nobody right now. My combat skills are too Valhalla right now.
Yeah, you're on different modes. So you're feeling pretty good about like the collectibles and the combat. Just generally positive for about the game.
I will say I'm excited that this game will be quick and easy to complete.
Yeah, because it seems like 13-14 hour platinum, 8 to 9 hour story completion, somewhere in between, I guess, if you do extra stuff. So
yeah,
I'll most likely I could see myself going for the platinum. I mean, Spider-Man PS4 was just so fun. It's just fun to move in that game.
Yeah, like out of everything I've been doing while we've been recording this video, just swinging is the best part.
It's just so good, and it really doesn't. When you think back to the beginning of Spider-Man PS4, when you jump out that window at the very beginning and start swinging immediately, it just nothing compares to how good that feels. And then now of course you got the haptic feedback, and
it makes it so much better.
The new controller, the PS5 speed, load times,
just like we can even take a subway right now, and just see what it's like.
Yeah,
the first time I used it, I didn't even get to see the subway.
You just boom, 1, 2, and here we are. Wow,
like, look
that's
how quick that was.
Insane. And when you compare that to Spider-Man PS4, how long you would sit on that goddamn subway, dude, for so long, and then now obviously you're able to do it instantly, which is great for people searching for the platinum. I feel like
to
jump around
to
the
just
map.
Get around quickly, and that's just the future. That's next gen right there. That's being able to do all this stuff much quicker.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Damn, I can't wait to start this game. I'm still playing Valhalla right now though. Trying to finish that. There's a lot to play right now. It's tough. It's very tough. Choices. But overall, you would say this is a solid choice for people to pick.
I will say it's a solid choice.
Especially the $50 price point is nice. I bought the $70 version because I want the Spider-Man.
I will say, I think it's totally worth it if you haven't played both.
Yeah, they do give you that recap at the beginning if you want it, which is nice. So
I don't know if it's coming from playing the 4th one and then paying $50 for... I don't know. It's probably worth it overall.
Yeah.
Especially if you enjoyed it. But if you're looking for a different game, it's not different enough. I feel like
you're getting new characters, new story stuff, but for the most part,
If you just want a continuation of that game, then you're good.
Iteration of that same formula with slight differences, obviously, in the combat and the story and the hip hop. I mean, which gets me going.
I will say there was a very good montage moment, which I feel like doesn't happen in video games that often, where he's like trying to upgrade his suit and stuff, and him and Genki, who is his friend. Yeah. There's just a good ass montage that reminded me of Spider-Verse 2.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just what they're trying to capture at that point. Is those moments
I'm glad
from movies like that.
Yeah, I'm glad Miles is finally getting the love that he deserves just and generally. I would like to see him in the MCU. I don't know who would play him in the MCU, but I'm glad, Into the Spider-Verse, solid movie. And then now he got his own game. I feel like it's only a matter of time before they throw him into the MCU, probably.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we could even see it in the next one.
Yeah, he's starting to pop off. Miles Morales, he's a dope character.
He is.
He's a dope character. But yeah, all in all,
solid game.
Yeah, solid game. Different enough if you enjoyed that formula enough and you're craving more of it. But if you really want something new,
I think I figured out how to put into the words I was trying to say earlier. It doesn't feel like a new game.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it. And I don't think that's a detriment at all. But it doesn't feel like I'm playing something new like Valhalla or Hades or any of the big games that have come out. It doesn't feel like I'm playing something new.
Yeah.
This feels like I'm playing Spider-Man 4.
Something familiar.
Yeah, very familiar. And I don't think that's a bad thing. But I think if someone's looking for a new experience,
that game's formula is pretty incredible. I think that's all I got for you. I think we covered most things unless you got anything else you would like to say.
No, I don't think so. I think we've got it.
I think we've got it. That will be it for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Give me the wide, please. Cut us back to the main shot. But yeah, all in all, according to Mike, I haven't played it yet. Very good game, solid game. If you're looking for something brand new, you're not going to get that. But if you loved what you played of Spider-Man PS4, you're definitely going to love this, I think. Which is nice because I'm gonna get to this game eventually. I gotta finish Valhalla at some point. But again, if you like it, go ahead and purchase that game. It's only $50 with next gen looking $70 right now. That's pretty nice. The $20 cheaper.
And all this to sell the controller by itself makes the game worth it alone.
Yeah,
I think if this game was like on,
I wish we could see it I wish we could see how it ran on PS4.
Yeah, I wish we could see how it felt on the Xbox compared, because I want to know how much this haptic feedback
really
actually
because in a game
expands
like
my playthrough.
In Astro's Playroom, it's like crazy.
Like, would I enjoy Astro's Playroom if there was no haptic feedback? Those are the questions I'm wondering. And if that's the case, does that just give Sony the edge for this whole generation?
I don't know, man. It's hard to beat Game Pass and stuff, but that is a main podcast topic. We will get to that on the show this coming Monday. But again, thank you very much for watching. Or I was gonna say or listening. I always want to say or listening. No, but we don't post this in the audio feed.
Someone could listen.
Yeah, I guess someone just put it in the background.
Yep.
But thank you for watching this episode of Synced Up Impressions over Spider-Man Miles Morales. Again, you can follow us on Twitter at synceduppod to stay up to date with all of our videos. We're trying to put more and more content out, especially to all you folks over at MinMax who hopped over. A few of you on YouTube, a lot more of you in the audio feed. But a few of you on YouTube, you've been commenting and stuff, and we've been seeing you. That's great.
We appreciate it
very much for that. But we will see y'all on the main podcast Monday, 7 a.m. Central Time. So, gang. Goodbye.